junk on the bankruptcy news. Now, executives for both of these companies have actually since been charged with fraud in connection to their collapse. Companies allegedly double pledging their assets as collateral for the loans. But naturally, the whole thing raises concerns over the due diligence and lending standards of the institutions who lend money to these businesses. It all smells a little too similar to what we saw with the
Research,
crisis,
getting
where lax
information
lending
about
standards
things,
and
but
questionable bond
never
ratings
mind that.
played an
If
important
anybody
role
jump
in the
in, we're
so-called
gonna
mortgage crisis.
go
And
off of
while with
whatever y'all
First Branch
talking about, whatever
specifically,
topics
loans
y'all
were
want.
actually predominantly financed by public market lending, with only 2% of
Kind of
First Branch
touch on
debt
real
coming
fast.
from private credit. It nonetheless raised concerns, with the biggest question at the
I'll just
time
be patient.
being, how prevalent are these risky loans in the
I'm with
system?
that.
JP Morgan
It's
CEO
all in
Jamie
it's
Dimon,
all in
for
the
example, whose
description,
bank
so
took a $170
I ain't
million
really got
hit in
talk
connection to
until I.
Tricolor, famously commented at
That's
the time,
a reason to
quote,
talk.
when you see one cockroach, there's probably more. And it turns out that he was right, because not long after, in January, we saw Apollo Global Management report a loss on a portion of $170 million loan for an Amazon aggregator perch that was written off to zero, despite the loan being backed by assets and layered to include additional protections. And in March, BlackRock reported that it had completely written off a loan to Infinite Commerce Holdings. This despite the loan being assessed at 100 cents on the dollar just 3 months prior. And it's painted a pretty concerning trend. Fitch reported earlier this month that defaults among corporate private credit borrowers had reached a new high of 9.2%, up from 8.1% in 2024, and even rising above the level seen during the pandemic. Now, Morgan Stanley's estimates put default rates at a lower 4.5% as of December, but sees this rate reaching 8%, which likewise would put it above 2020 highs. So, yeah, you can see why there are concerns about the space, and why we've seen a wave of investors whose money is stuck in these loans trying to get their money out. Specifically, we've seen redemption requests from investors in retail-focused private credit funds reach new all-time highs, and the pressure from the withdrawals has led many of these funds to gain redemptions. I've summarized a few of the key actions on the screen. We had Blackstone's $83 billion BCRED fund see redemptions equating to 7.9% of its holdings, with the company and some of its senior employees actually investing $400 million into the fund and lifting their redemption restriction to meet requests. Cliffwater's $33 billion corporate lending fund saw withdrawal requests surge to 14%, leading the company to agree to purchase 7% of the fund's shares. BlackRock and Morgan Stanley adhered to their 5% restrictions amid roughly 10% withdrawals. The $2 billion LendX fund capped withdrawals at 11% without disclosing the total volume of requests. And the Blue Owl Capital Corp. 2 business development company, which has over $1.6 billion in assets, temporarily restricted redemptions in November and completely halted redemptions in February as it moved to sell assets and return capital to its investors, with this just being one of several Blue Owl funds impacted by turmoil in the space.
We knew that a system like NetSuite will help us scale. Having put NetSuite in place, we've definitely optimized our processes. In terms of inventory level accuracy, we are over 95%. Our order to cash cycles are very smooth, and we take pride in that.
You okay? I gotta live up. See that brand new Hyundai Tucson? I only paid.
Enjoy your car. Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. Get 1,000 bonus cash on a Hyundai Kona or lease for $139 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
The all-new Unstoppable Stash gives your clothes 24-hour non-stop freshness. Smell unstoppable. Purposefully chosen ingredients. That purpose? Lifting you up. Simple Mills. The feeling of the sun in a snack. Taste the sunshine.
Welcome to our last film.
Now, while the idea of trapping investors in their holdings might sound exploitive or nefarious,
It's the word we tap in it from.
For the private space. The truth is, the whole point of the
You
area
just
is
have
to
to talk
pursue
about tell me
investment
talk to
opportunities
me.
not otherwise available to the public markets. It's argued that these illiquid opportunities pay a higher return premium, but that also means that there's no secondary market to easily offload these assets.
Don't tap
when
in.
investors
Don't.
ready to buy by the second minute. So the funds generally have to hold their loans until
I'm sure y'all read the
or
description.
enter
Like,
bilateral negotiations with other
don't tap
funds
in.
or
Don't
the
jump in this
themselves
thing.
to exit their
What's the
positions.
point?
So to prevent investor withdrawals impacting
You see what it said? It says it's got a whole description telling you what to do.
It's
Other than that, just keep it pushing. Go bypass. Like, go, don't time in. Don't tap in. There's nothing, unless you're trying to make it something.
In the space, especially as gains
Right.
from one fund can lead to a contagion of investors trying to exit other liquid positions.
But I
It's
take
also
a
why the
little
space
view
has
anyway.
traditionally been
Just
reserved
give
for
it.
ultra high net worth clients, family
Mhm.
offices, and other institutional investors like pensions who can easily absorb liquidity risk. However, a key factor that's contributed to this rush for the exits has been private credit's push into the retail or individual investor space. Last August, for example, Donald Trump signed an executive order to allow 401ks to hold alternative assets like private credit to democratize access, and services like Robinhood have been pushing to expand private investing opportunities to retail investors. The industry has also introduced things like business development companies and
They denied me. I tried to get a.
green funds
I tried to
that
invest in
allow
some
for more
private,
regular
a private
withdrawals,
investor
such as
IPO.
quarterly redemptions, up to
Maybe
a
they
certain
saved me some money,
percentage
but
of
I was
the
there. I don't
fund,
think look at it
which
like that. I
also
looked at it like,
makes sense
man,
for smaller investors.
this was definitely
While all
going
the
up.
funds highlighted earlier, for example, generally
It was
target
definitely going up, and they
investors,
made sure
they're
that
all
I ain't
geared
getting none
towards
of
the
it. They
retail
denied me
segment
my
and have
shares,
easier access than
and I got a
traditional
couple shares. I had,
so
what
there's
I
certainly
get?
the argument
I got
that part of this friction is just that stylistic mismatch that individual investors were
like
sold.
I know it was at least 12 or 15 shares
with
at
JP
this
Morgan
certain
arguing
little
that elevated
private
redemption
equity
requests are being driven more by sentiment
company.
than
I can't.
fundamentals. And with
I don't even
80%
know
of
what it
the
was
private
called.
credit
They didn't
investment
give me the
still being
shares, because it
institutional
goes
as
through
of
this little
2024 year-end, the
random,
retail
like they
segment,
tell it,
where
right?
sentiment
A
is
random
lowest, only
selection,
represents a
how they
portion of the
allocate the
market.
shares or
But even
whatever.
beyond these sort of
Now, I know it's big
individual
fish eat
examples
little
of
fish.
stress
I'm
in the
like
space, there have been some more concerning fundamental issues
meaning,
with private credit. One acute factor that's been highlighted, for example, has been AI's disruption.
if I'm coming in and I'm about to spend 500 on a couple shares or 1,000, I mean, I'm gonna keep it low. I'm gonna say 500. But somebody want 5,000 or 25,000 of the same stocks. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna give it to the bigger fish. You know what I'm saying? Like once them once them shares get slim, because it's only a certain amount, it's a certain allocation of them, a certain allocated number. You know what I mean, that they have. And once they run short, you feel what I'm saying? If everybody at the bottom of the list, you feel what I'm saying? That's got little fewer dollars that you're spending on them. You're gonna you're gonna be
for both these funds
after
and
the big fish.
businesses that are owned.
So if all the big fish get them all,
tariffs,
you know what I'm saying?
surging oil
Or the
prices,
people who they need to
sputtering
get them
labor
up, then they'll
market,
allocate
and
it to them
importantly, much
people.
higher interest rates
But
adding
you
pressure
have it's
to
no
the price.
transparency,
And the
so
last
I don't
one
know
being
how they,
particularly notable,
that's
given that
my
most
and that's
private
just
credit
my
loans are floating rate,
you know what I
meaning that
mean,
those higher rates are directly passed
my
through to
interpretation. You can do my
and
breakdown
frankly,
of
this is
what
all
I
building
think
on top
how
of long-standing
that would
anxieties
happen.
and concerns with the private credit
But at the
space.
same time, they could have
Given
saved
the,
me some money,
again, private nature
because I
of
know
these
it's all a
investments, there's no secondary
all a
market
sham.
or price discovery with the investments being held by these funds, meaning that their value often relies on
I'm saying
appraisals,
all
which
this.
increases the risk of these rapid write-offs.
I'm
but
saying
these
all this
companies are
stuff, man. I don't even
incentivized
like to
keep
even
values
scroll
high to keep fees
because
high, and
I be
investors happy.
scrolling nothing but
Even last year, we
positive,
had concerns over the
educational,
rise of zombie
things
funds, or private
of
equity funds that
substance,
were
man.
holding onto their assets
Not
longer
this,
than
not
planned,
this
continuing to
celebrity
charge higher
gossip
fees
and all
for
that.
higher
You feel what I'm saying?
valuations,
They
despite them
keep it in your
seemingly
face so you
struggling
can't
to
miss it. So you're
positions.
gonna
They're
eventually
also
find
funds
some
who
type of
face these liquidity
topic that you're gonna be
issues
like,
that have
even though it might be
themselves
smut,
raised
just like, okay, well let me see what
business
happened with
development
this
companies, for
situation.
example, allow for payments in kind.
My
That means companies
my
bringing
whole
money here
YouTube
are able to make their
algorithm
interest
should be
payments
nothing but
with either shares of the business
educational
or
things, whistleblower, stuff about the government. You feel what I'm saying? Ancient knowledge, ancient information. Frequencies and science and animals, right? But it still be a lot of they throwing rock all on my through my thing. And let me clarify what I mean by rock. Krishan Rock, y'all might be familiar. She's from my hometown. You know what I mean? But it's not positive, so I ain't really, so it's not like I'm clicking on it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't need to see. You feel what I'm saying? Give me Blueface and what Krishan and Blueface got going on. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even need to see what AB and Dan got going on. You feel me? Even though I did have, I fell into.
There's clearly limited capacity for the $2 trillion market.
I don't want to call it a loop, right? But I fell into a slight, you know what I mean, infatuation of watching some of them clips because Abe funny as I don't know what. Abe, I mean, the dynamic is funny, really. All of it. You feel what I'm saying? When they're together, when things be going on. Ray J,
case scenario. Now, key difference here with the
he's probably one of the funniest ones. You got to really watch it. So yeah, so it caught me. You know what I mean? So I'll watch some of the stuff when I wouldn't watch none of it. Man. I don't care how much they put it up there, but that's how they get you. And I'm saying, why do I see?
Considering that the space has traditionally
why do I see
institutions and ultra high net worth individuals, you might think, so
why do I see
cares if a
more
few family offices
clips of that? You know what I mean? Of the nonsense when I don't even click on it. You know what I'm saying? I see more, you know what I mean? They're showing me more things of the hogwash. You dig? And the smut opposed to, you know, things that hold value to me, things of importance. You know, things that need to be talked about. You know what I mean? So, sometimes nobody. It's just all a shame. I just be putting things together, like just saying, like, okay, you know what I mean? They want, you know, this crap going on. But there there's nobody on here. Let me add some of that. No, it's not even no point. I be seeing rock on here, and I'm worried. I'm worried because I'm seeing what's going on. I'm not going to talk about like deeply rooted issues. Well, I'll talk about the deeper rooted because there's a lot of demonic. There's a lot of, you know, pagan, Luciferian, you know, demonism, worshiping going on. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in this industry. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, they took over. They taking over. You know, just whatever. The streaming. I don't stream. The closest to streaming I'm gonna do is YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? So I guess this is streaming. So, but I'm not like a streamer. So I be trying to do the work. I be trying to get like good. I mean, good substance out to the people, not the nonsense that y'all really like to watch. That's why it's not gonna be popular. But I don't care. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because I'm trying to learn stuff. I want y'all to teach me stuff. So, do as I said, man. Drop some topics, so we're gonna chop it up. Care what it is. You know. And I'm just using my brain at the top. I ain't got to rehearse nothing. I'm going out the top. I only speak on what I know. But I really want y'all to put me on with stuff. That be really my goal, like, because I be knowing what I know already. You know what I mean? I want y'all to put on. Impressive. It's impressive. These people be diabolical, shorty. My algorithm should be, you know what I mean? it should be even more animal. I watch more animal, documentaries and stuff like that than the stuff that they be popping up. They'll show me something that I don't even watch. I even be, when they suggest you stuff, I do the due diligence and I'll click that little button and tell them, yo, don't recommend me this. Don't recommend me this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't. Still do. And I wonder what's up with that. Like, I wonder a lawyer about that. Cause y'all, like, what is y'all doing? Like, if I sit here and if I reach the majority of this crap, it'd be like 90-10. First things is you got the A, B, and D. Then you got sauce. And then you got multiple clips of them. Now I'm saying, like, Young and Ace playing. I don't click on none of that stuff. But this is what they show me. My algorithm, I'm watching stuff, inspiring things. You feel me? Informative things. But they play in your face, but they play in your face. But I'm about to get out of it because nobody's following direction. I know I'm a vampire. I'll take this one. I should have hopped on a little earlier. This was 3 months ago. Okay. I might kind of want to chime into this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this though. Like, they put in, they just do what they want to do. Like, it should be, even if they did slide the smutting, you feel what I'm saying? That low vibrational bullcrap, which is saturated, but that's what the internet probably consists of for the most part, because that's what y'all want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all would much rather me sit here and be talking about, like, probably like the Krishan Rock, all this situations and things that she could be facing, and what's going on with her son and Blue? Is that our baby? Is that his baby? Is that really you know what I mean? Or even more, just stuff that ain't relevant. None of that stuff is relevant. That's them people out. They gotta deal with that. They signed them little oaths, and they got to deal with the big fella. You feel me? They planted that bad face. They got to deal with the Most High. You feel what I'm saying? People getting sacrificed. People ain't got no morals. People doing anything for some worldly gains. Them people got to deal with that. You feel what I'm saying? But they broadcast it on these screens for our kids to consume it, and they think that's just the real life. Then they look up to these people. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna just give it because right now the people ain't no help. So what I'm gonna do? Let me shut that. Now I'm about to just go in my bag. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna still post this, right? A little raspberry lemonade. Boom. Shout out to my guy, Jackson. Putting up numbers. Overseas with it, yeah? Anywho. Like, just like the radio. Whatever media, because this is a form of media, right? So that's one of the ways they do what they do to how to disrupt and control the masses. And one way how you can easily control the masses is by you start with the future kids. They sponges, right? They're very impressionable. Like they see something and they don't really quite know. They don't have to know if it's right or wrong at the moment. If they like it, they'll gravitate to that. You know what I'm saying? So don't even give it a spin to make it seem like it's right. You feel what I'm saying? Now they taking it to the moon. Now they beefing with their parents because they just think their parents just want to be prudes and unfun parents or mean and all that, when they trying to tell you like that's garbage. You know what I'm saying? And you can't buy into that. And the more you do, the more you push off all the good uh all the good like values, principles, things of that nature that you should be standing on, that you should build on, because you know we all know right from wrong. You know what I mean? Once we get to a certain age, yeah. But so they don't know how like these devils be controlling this stuff, and they showing you what to watch. They showing you this transhumanism, like the transgenderism, and you know what I mean, thinking that oh it's cool for a boy to wear a skirt and all that. When you watching these kids are impressionable. So you sitting there and they saying this stuff and they thinking it's cool. So we're battling that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and it just get worse and worse each generation. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think like when we was coming up. Like we didn't have all the computers in your pocket. You know what I mean? You had to watch the news or something like that, or whatever media they was putting out on there. And it still did the same thing. It just did it at a slower rate. You feel me? It did it at a slower rate. So, you know, so now they got and your kids, our kids got these phones in their pockets, so it's just they just getting them downloads right there. Boom. They hear this music. I swear to goodness, like I don't be liking a song to myself, right? I don't care to see. I mean, certain songs. I mean, I like what I like, but I'm just saying, like, these, and I be, you know, they put this stuff out for the kids. The kids is gonna consume it first. The bad thing about it is these adults is consuming it at damn near the same rate, and they bumping it. Spin that, quiet on the creek. Like, but the kids is sitting here. They love the song. Both of them is super corny to me. Like if it's a dope song, you feel what I'm saying? It's a dope song. You feel me? Like I can admit, like, oh yeah, it's dope. It's bad, but it's like they ain't talking no substance. It's all, you know what I mean, low vibrational, but it's they made it sound slick. I'm hearing all these corny songs, man. And then you got the people who supposed to have sense, the older people, you feel what I'm saying? That's getting brainwashed by the stuff they living by. They going in the club, and where that gets you? I mean, but I'm just gonna get back to the matter at hand, man. This is something that I witnessed with my own two eyes. There's no way my algorithm should be this smut. Stuff I don't even watch. I even seen things come up that I literally told them, do not recommend me this. You feel what I'm saying? Don't recommend me no 1090 jig. He probably don't recommend me no Flacco. Don't recommend me because there's no substance. You bet not recommend no whack 100. This is a hypocrite. He's a whole gump. And he's an agent, a double agent at that. Because he's an agent for the boy and he's an agent and he's selling the people out. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave y'all with this just because I had brought up that this rock situation, you feel what I'm saying? It's really sticky, but it's deeper than, you know, just you know, them people. You feel me? What it is, man? Where you tapping in from, man? Hope you follow the directions. If not, get up out of here, man. Oh yeah, y'all ain't following the directions. Y'all keep popping on here. Don't come in. Don't hop on here. It's in the description. You ain't following directions, like don't I mean pop in. You ain't do it by mistake. It is what it is. I'm not even about to be like stop it. Like I mean, they don't even put put your city in there or something like that. Like even if you do, like you don't jump in. Y'all don't follow directions. Now I'm gonna talk about this little smut. This little part of the smut, but it's a bigger thing. People do things for fame. You got a certain type of person. There's a lot of people like that. Like, you got a slim people that ain't. They would never, you know, bend that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like unless that's what they was on anyway. Unless that's how they feel they going with it. But when you know what's going on, you selling you know, you got to promote this drug, violence, sex, you know, it's the same. It's nothing new under the sun. You feel what I'm saying? They just kind of repackage it every so amount of years. You feel what I'm saying? But it be the same. You feel what I'm saying? It just gets, you know, technology. I ain't gonna say technology get better. They let out the technology. You feel what I'm saying? But little spurts, so we don't, you know what I mean? To keep us thinking, oh yeah, we getting this stuff that they be letting out. That stuff been out thousands of years. Excuse. Well, yeah, but I don't want to bust your head like that. Dozens of years. You feel what I'm saying? Dozens of years before you, me, us see get it, and we thinking like, oh, look what we got these new phones. Look at they upgraded now. No, they done been had this. They done been back engineering this stuff. They been utilizing these things on how you think that, you know, the CIA, CSI, CI, these alphabet boys. You know what I mean? Just to, you know what I mean, to simplify it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of their resources, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So I literally I tested this myself months ago. I was literally, that's what I call, I always like to say, yeah, I'm building my algorithm. I'm creating it, I'm shaping it. You feel what I'm saying? Not even building it, shaping it. They built it, obviously. You feel what I'm saying? I'm shaping it. But am I? Am I though? You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like the hundreds of high vibrational videos and informative videos and, you know, shorts or whatever that I tap on to. It's like they throw it up there less, but they give me the smut that I'm pushing away. It's like a 90-10 split in the wrong way. Don't give me the high vibe. They don't give me the high vibration 90%. You feel what I'm saying? And give me the smut 10%. When all I watch is high vibrational stuff, and I did it purposely so that that's all I can be. See if I pop over my YouTube, that's the main thing I'm saying. But it don't be that. So I'm on to them for real. I'm about to shut this down because I'm sick of people coming up and then don't follow the directions. Nobody is, you know what I mean? But I'm just hop off. You feel what I'm saying? But I do. I don't even want to start this little talking about the rock situation. You feel what I'm saying? Because when I'm trying, people getting in there, they thinking that's what I'm talking about. I don't talk about stuff like that. Like, that's surface level stuff. I mean, we can talk about it. If somebody came in here and gave me a time, because I can talk about anything, sports, bots, whatever. But like I was saying, like Wack 100 got his hands in a lot of, you know. He ain't got no morals, my guy. Like, he's somebody that's gonna take care of his family and keep it pushing. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna talk about how people ratting when he's a rat. He's getting people jammed. He's probably about to get Krishan jammed up soon. You feel what I'm saying? Or it might just benefit them to have him out because she's doing the work for these devils. You feel what I'm saying? Behind the scenes. You feel me? All this high and mighty crap, like it's really blasphemous for real. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like a mockery if you're not really living like that. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect, but they know what they doing. You feel what I'm saying? And people don't be stupid. They be knowing they doing it. You feel me? So yeah, I say all that to say, man. Stay positive. Read. You feel me? Y'all know need for read. You know what I mean? They don't want nobody like me. I done vote them state sent peoples up in the. Let me not even talk about this mayor Alves. You can vote y'all's, cause you know I don't vote. I'm not voting, man. Cause I'm knowing what it is. I'm independent. They'll never put nobody. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta put the people. You feel what I'm saying? To represent the people. We the people for the people, not these random that's gonna tell us a whole bunch of lies. And it's like who lies sound the best. Oh, minimum, we're gonna bring that up. Minimum wage and all that. This is the last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with. The minimum wage. I'm in Maryland. You mean Baltimore, Maryland. Minimum wage here, I think it's still at like 15. It might be like 15 or something like that. 15, some change or whatever. That's minimum. That's supposed to be the minimum wage, right? But as of right now, you know what I'm saying? As of right now, in Maryland, I mean, it differs in different regions, right? But you just start with your minimum wage. I'm just giving you hours. In Maryland, sure, that's what the minimum wage is. Not even $16. So we're gonna say $15. Do you know the cost of living? Do you know how much you should be making to have a regular life, just to be able to, keep up with your bills, maybe have a little bit to save. Don't let me throw the kids in there. Oh my goodness. Everybody's supposed to be making like the lowest paying job for everybody to survive these days and age, like comfortably, should at least be making $66 per hour. Per hour. At least $66. So you think about that. How this thing is straight programmed like this, whereas though nobody don't get it. Nobody gets what's happening. You feel what I'm saying? The cost of living steady going up. They give us excuses. We just take them and just say like, oh yeah, things are going. It don't have to go up if we don't agree with it, but we keep on agreeing with it and paying for it, so they're gonna keep on getting it. It's just like a quarter bag of chips now. You can't. What it do? They went from now they went from 4. You can get 4 bags, $4. Then it went to 3. Right? Then it went to 3 because the chips was 30 cents, so you couldn't get $4 for $1 no more. You had to have $1 and probably 15, 20 cents or something like that to get your 4 bag of chips. You see what I'm saying? Because I remember some stores, they might have been like 30, 35. I mean, I remember that. I'm like, damn, you can't even get it. You know what I mean? So then it got to, you was barely getting 3 bags of chips for $1. Then it got to 2. Right? But we just listen to the excuses that they have. Is, oh, yeah, the stuff is costing more to do this, so we have to charge more. How? Why does it rise? Why does it rise? We don't come together to be like, BS. You better keep that. Matter of fact, now we was getting 4 bags of chips. You tried to now we getting 1 for 70 cents. You getting 1 quarter bag of chips right now this day. Right now this day. And nobody's outraged by this. We let these devils tell us something and we just go along with it. Then we pay the cost, the power of the dollar is declining every day. Like it should be 100 cents, $1. You really getting like 70 cents from $1 nowadays. We don't come together and question this stuff. We just think that, it just got to happen. It doesn't. We supposed to be at least making $66. Raise your hand if you're even making $50 an hour. It might be maybe a C or somebody, people might be having a decent job, but it's not a lot of people that's making $66 an hour. There's people, obviously, but the majority, the masses, aren't. They're making under 40, under 30. I can go on and on. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all get the message, man. Just let that brew, let that sizzle in your spirit, let that brew in your brain. You feel me? Minimum wage is $15. But we supposed to be at least making 66. Even if you're making 30, that's still half off from what you're supposed to be making to really thrive in these days. You know what I'm saying? But they keep on rising the cost of living, and then on top of that, our buck, that paper dollar that's worth nothing, is even more worth nothing. You know what I mean? Even the imaginary worth that it was worth is even lower now. Oh my God. That's a ball, man. Y'all catch that, man. I'm out of here, man. For somebody pop in and make me mad and you feel bad. Pop in and pop out and I follow directions. Out of here. noo'dells. Chat. I'm posting this too.